Do you love the beautiful colors in the trees and shrubs in the fall? Have you ever wondered why they turn those colors? Have you ever wondered why some years have more brilliant color displays and some years have very dull colors and mostly browns? There is a reason why our trees turn so pretty in the fall and why they are green the rest of the year. The color in the leaves during any part of the year is due to 4 different pigments that are present in the leaves: chlorophyll, carotene, tannin, and anthocyanin. During the spring and summer, chlorophyll is the primary pigment in leaves. It is constantly being generated by the trees as it is easily broken down by bright sunlight. When this compound is being produced in the spring and summer, it is most prevalent, and that's why we see green in the leaves. As the nights get cooler and the days get shorter, the tree produces a membrane between the branches and the leaves, causing them to no longer receive chlorophyll that the tree might still be producing. This membrane also leads to the eventual shedding of the leaves in the fall. These environmental conditions also cause the tree to pull back the nitrogen and phosphorus that it has produced back into the trunk and branches to store over the winter for use early in the spring. Nitrogen and phosphorus are essential for chlorophyll production, so as those are pulled out of the leaves, the chlorophyll production ends and the unstable pigment breaks down. At this time, the other pigments are allowed to show up in the leaves. Carotene is the pigment that is responsible for yellow and orange colored leaves. Carotene is always in the leaves as it aids in the capture of sunlight for photosynthesis, but it is at a lower amount than chlorophyll, so the green color shows up as the predominant pigment until in the fall when that chlorophyll is no longer present. Tannins are our least favorite pigment color. They make the brown colored leaves. Tannins are always present in leaves but are not shown until the chlorophyll and carotene are gone from the leaves. These often accumulate in the dead portions of the leaves, which is why dead areas of our leaves turn brown in color. Anthocyanin is the pigment that's responsible for pink, red, and purple leaves. This pigment is usually not present in the leaves until the fall. Some trees have red or purple colored leaves during the entire growing season because they have a higher amount of anthocyanins than chlorophyll throughout the whole growing season. Other trees don't produce any anthocyanins, and those are the trees that turn yellow, orange, or brown during the fall. Those trees and shrubs that turn red in the fall form anthocyanins when the concentration of sugar in the leaf increases. Low temperatures and bright sunshine destroys chlorophyll, and when the temperatures stay above freezing during this time, anthocyanins are produced. Another common question that we ask in the early fall is whether the fall will have bright and colorful trees and shrubs, or whether they will be dull and not very colorful. The brightest fall colors are produced when dry, sunny days are followed by cool, dry nights. The dry, sunny days are needed to break down the chlorophyll in the leaves, allowing the other pigments to be dominant in the leaves and giving the leaves another color. The cool, dry nights are necessary to get the great fall colors because the trees need to avoid freezing temperatures, which can injure or kill the leaves and cause them to stop producing much sugar at all. The sugar content is what increases the amount of anthocyanin or red pigment. The yellow and brown will be present, but the red is what makes it such a beautiful fall. There are many different people who travel to New England for their famous fall colors of the reds and yellows, but we don't have to travel that far to get those amazing fall colors. There are many places right here in Nebraska to go for a wonderful fall color display in the trees. Indian Cave State Park in the far southeast portion of the state, Ponca State Park in northeast Nebraska, the Nebraska National Forest, and even your own backyard are great locations to find fall tree displays. Look around, they are not that hard to find. Just as long as we have dry, sunny days, followed by cool, dry nights, and minimal frost until later in the season, we will have a beautiful display of trees in the fall. For the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, this is Nicole Stoner telling you to fall in love with your trees and their amazing color.